Welcome to the Wedding Obsessed podcast designed to help you plan your dream day. I'm your host, Adriana, and each week I'm joined by the wedding industry's top professionals, celebs, influencers, and friends who share tips, trends, advice, and mistakes they've made so you don't have to. This is the Prenup Podcast.
Happy almost Thanksgiving to all of you lovely brides. Don't let anyone at the dinner table bully you. I know family likes to ask a lot of questions about weddings when they're coming up. So if you don't want to answer them, just let them know you've been listening to the Prenup Podcast and you're getting lots of tips and you have everything under control. They don't need to worry about it. I'm looking a little haggard because I spent the entire day prepping to host Thanksgiving for the first time ever. So if you're just listening and not watching, lucky you. Today's episode is going to be short, sweet, but very important. We have Illona from the Motion Books, which I'm sure you've seen all over TikTok. It's essentially a photo album, but instead of photos, it's your wedding video when you open it up. It's really, really cool. You can have it on display for when your friends and family come over for holidays like Thanksgiving. The reason the episode is really important, not just because Illona shares all the different ways that you can use the Motion Books, they also have a huge sale going on right now. They actually started the sale early, so there is a sale right now if you need to order it right this moment. However, Black Friday is going to be the day that it's discounted the most. So again, there is a sale right now, but there's going to be an even greater sale on Friday. So I'll have those links below if you want to order it. I have one of my wedding and I absolutely love it. My husband and I were just laughing, saying we've never watched our wedding video as much as we have since we got our Motion Book. So it's a really great keepsake. It's an awesome gift to someone or to yourself. But before we get into the episode, I just want to wish everyone a sincere, heartfelt, happy Thanksgiving. I'm so grateful to everyone who listens to the show and shares their engagement stories with me. It's so heartwarming to hear. I'm just really grateful that you allow me to be a small part of your wedding planning. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. We will be back next week with a regular length episode. We have a very special guest on the podcast, so I'm excited for you to hear that. But today, I'm very excited to present Illona of the Motion Books. Illona, one of the top things that people say they regret for their wedding is not getting a wedding video. And I think a lot of people are hesitant to book a videographer because they're like, when am I going to watch my wedding video? What am I going to do with it? But there is a product that I absolutely love that has kind of revolutionized the wedding world. It's becoming very quickly a staple of couples when they get married. And it is called the Motion Books. You're a co-founder. And I would love for you to explain what it is, because you can do a better job than I can.
Yeah, I'd love to. So my husband and I, we started this company called the Motion Books. And what it basically is, it's a physical book. And I can actually show you guys what it looks like.
I have mine too. Should I grab it?
This is like a tangible way for you to keep your wedding video instead of keeping it on a computer, on a hard drive, posting it on Facebook one time and watching it and, kind of forgetting about it. A lot of couples, most couples spend a lot of money on their wedding video. So the average a couple spends on their wedding video is like $3,000 and up. And then afterwards, they kind of like don't know what to do with it. And it becomes like invaluable because then it's just sitting on their computer and they don't know what to do with it. But then this way, if you have a physical way to keep it in your home and display it and you like keep it on your coffee table, people come over and they're like, oh, what's this? And they open it and they're like, oh my gosh, like it plays your wedding video and it's like a conversation starter. It's something that you just kind of keep on display in your home and it makes the wedding video like so much more valuable, so much more worth it. So it looks like a physical album. It has our logo on the back there and we designed it to be like in this linen fabric. We also came out with like new materials, new color styles. And once you open it up, it has a screen inside and it starts playing your wedding video or whatever video you want to upload onto here. And it has buttons on the bottom. You could adjust the volume. You could pause the video. You could forward. So if you press and hold, it will forward the video. And then if you press and hold back, it will play the video back. So you have full control over how you want to watch your wedding video. And this is just like a neat product that you can keep on your coffee table. You can keep it on your bookshelf.
And it's been a very popular staple in my house since I got it. I'm holding mine up now. And if you can see behind me, my house is like very beige and it just goes perfectly on my coffee table. I have family over all the time and we were laughing saying like, this is the most we've ever watched my wedding video because, as soon as you get it, you're excited.
And people have told, like, people message us that all the time.
Yeah,
And
it's
they
so
say
true.
like, oh my gosh, like I watch my wedding videos so often.
Yeah, and I do now. I mean, it's so funny because I'll just open it up and it makes me smile when I look at it. And I loved my wedding video when I got it. It wasn't that I didn't want to watch it, but what am I going to do? Like pull up my computer all the time and, just bring it up to watch. It's just not realistic. And so this actually made me laugh too. So do you watch any of the Harry Potters? Are you interested in that at all?
I actually do not. I'm not into Harry Potter at all.
That's okay. So I can explain it to you.
Sorry.
It's, you know what? Not everyone is, and that's totally okay. But for anyone who is or isn't, anyone who's seen the movies knows, like, in the Harry Potter world, if you open up a newspaper or a photo album, it classically looks like a video. So, since I was a kid, the first one came out in like 2001 or 2002. I always saw that and was like, wow, I would love to have that in real life. What a cool concept. And it does feel very futuristic to me because you look at it and it says our wedding, you're opening it up, expecting to see a photo album, and it's a moving video, which is just so cool and wonderful. It's a really great product.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we've actually had people on our social media comment on that before, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is like the newspaper in Harry Potter. And at first I was like, what are they talking about? And I kind of just like did my own little bit of research, and I'm like, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. For anyone who like isn't a Harry Potter fan, they're probably like, these nerds. But no, it's so cool. It does feel very futuristic. So I know that we talked a good amount about video, your wedding video, playing it on here, but it's pretty versatile. So would you mind sharing maybe a few other ways that you could use the motion books?
Yeah, of course. So our original design of the video books, it just says our wedding on it. We had it in gold and in black. And then we were like getting all these messages and emails from customers, and they were saying, can we use this for other things? Can we use this for my daughter's birthday? Can we use it just as a slideshow of our photos? And that got us thinking, and we're like, well, why not? You could use it for anything. And so then we decided that we wanted to customize the covers. So we will stamp whatever title you want on there, and you can just decide what title you want on there, and it will match the video inside. So we've had so many people use them for so many different things. Just off the top of my head, people have used them for, weddings. That's the number one thing, but people have used them for like birthday videos. People have used them to make like a compilation of videos off of your phone for like a boyfriend or a fiance, a girlfriend. And they've like one really interesting way people have made videos that kind of look like Netflix films. And so it opens up and it does that like the Netflix sound. And then there's like a Netflix logo, and you open it and you're like, what am I watching? And it's like this like compilation of their videos, like of just like them spending time together, just hanging out, just kind of like them dating over the years. So it's really cute, and we really love that idea. That was really cool. Other people have used their video books for vacations, or like if they had a baby, they have like videos of their like lifestyle kind of videos or baby videos. You could also upload like slideshows. So people have done lots of slideshows of just different photos. So honestly, you could use the video book for whatever video you want, whatever photos you want. And then because the covers are personalizable, you can choose whatever title you want onto your video book, and it'll match the video or the photos playing inside.
Yeah. And, you can do multiple too. So like, on a lot of coffee tables, you'll see a stack of maybe matching photo books, but it's family photos through the years, wedding, whatever. But to have it stacked in the same way, maybe you have, your your wedding and then, your first year married book or, like you said, when you have children, that can come
Yeah.
along. It's a really beautiful gift
Hmm.
and it is so surprising. So I'm just going to hold it up again. So for anyone who's watching, you can kind of see, I mean, it really does look like a book. So if you were none the wiser, you wouldn't have any idea it was a video inside. So, to
Right.
get that for someone and for them to open it up, it's like shocking and beautiful. And I mean, I nearly cried when mine came in because like I told you, I hadn't watched my wedding video in
Uh,
so long, but it is so special and
yeah.
it's on the counter now.
Yeah. And especially with the holidays coming up, it makes like such a good gift. And like I love seeing people's reactions when they open it up and they're like, oh my gosh, what is this? And then like the video starts playing. And I feel like that's why wedding videos are so much more like meaningful than just like photos because you can
Yes.
experience like the emotions. You get to like relive that moment, relive that day where you have like the sights and the sounds and you get to like feel like the different movements of the day, and
Yeah, you
so
see your
photos
family
are
and
more of
friends
like frozen
dancing.
images. Right, yeah. And videos like just brings everything back to life and just like it captures like the essence of that day instead of
It
just,
does.
photos where you have like say you're watching like your first dance, like you can relive your first dance instead of just like, oh, here's a photo of my first dance and it's a frozen image. But with videos, it's so much more meaningful.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's really just it's a really special product and I will post on my social media mine so that everyone can see it and I'll link everything. But Alona, by the time this airs, it'll probably be around Black Friday. Do you guys ever do any like Black Friday deals or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We are going to have a Black Friday sale and it'll go on for a couple days. And then we'll have Cyber Monday as well. But our Black Friday sale is our biggest sale of the entire year. Like we have the steepest discounts. So yeah, make sure to be following like the Motion Books on Instagram, on TikTok. We'll be posting our codes there. I won't reveal any codes yet because
Of
that's
course.
that's our secret. But we will have a huge sale and it'll be the biggest sale of the year. So if you want to get your video books for whatever occasion it may be, the Black Friday is the best, like absolute best deal that you will get all year long.
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Alona, before I let you go, I do a little something with all of my guests every episode. If you want to opt out, you can, but it's called the after party, and it's just four
Yeah,
little fun questions. Would you want to do it?
sure,
Okay,
let's do it.
awesome, awesome. All right, so the first question is, what is your top recommended honeymoon destination?
So my top recommended honeymoon destination, I've actually never been here, but it's always been my dream to go here. I would go to Bora Bora.
Ooh, oh my gosh, yes, it looks
I just
so
feel like,
just
yeah, like any
relaxing, the epitome of
tropical place.
relaxing.
Yeah, yeah, like any tropical place, just like sun,
Yeah.
sand, warm sunshine, especially after like the stress of a wedding. That's what I would do. I got married almost 10 years ago, and we didn't have the money to go to Bora Bora, so we opted for Mexico instead. So that was the closest uh,
Also fabulous.
that I could do to Bora Bora. But Mexico was also amazing. We did Cancun. It was like a adults all-inclusive resort, and so it was also so relaxing, so beautiful. But yes, if I were to do any other location, I feel like Bora Bora is the top of my list.
Maybe a 10-year anniversary trip. Mm.
Maybe. We'll see.
All right. The next question is, what is your dream wedding cake flavor?
So, dream wedding cake flavor. So, I have to, full disclosure here, I am Ukrainian, and that's like Eastern European, I believe.
Yep.
So our cake flavors are completely different than what the standard like American cake flavors are. Like American cake flavors, there's what vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and red velvet. I think
Yeah,
that's kind of
essentially.
like the gist of the cake flavors.
Yeah.
Um, but if you've ever tried like a European, Eastern European, or like Russian style cake, like you will fall out of your chair. Like the cake flavors are just like out of this world. So
Tell me more.
my favorite cake, I don't even know how to call this. But basically it's like, my friend is actually a baker and she bakes cakes for weddings and stuff. And we recently ordered a cake from her and it was like out of this world flavor. And it was like a vanilla base, um, cake layer. And then inside it had like a passion fruit mango mousse, and it was like topped with like pieces of like apricot like in between the layers, and
Ah,
it was like this fruity like vanilla, like almost like a vanilla like chantilly cake, but
ooh.
with like a passion fruit mango like in between the layers, and it was like the best cake I've ever tried. So if you're looking for a wedding cake flavor, try to find some kind of like European bakeries because those flavors are out of this world. It's not like your regular vanilla, chocolate, red velvet. It's just like top notch.
That is such a hot tip because almost everyone, I shouldn't say almost everyone but a lot of people say like, well, I'm not a huge cake person. Well, I could see why. I mean, our cake flavors are so boring. We gotta get those Ukrainian Russian cakes. Sounds so good.
Yes, absolutely. Like I cannot eat like a Safeway Rayleigh's like grocery store cake.
No,
Like they just feel like they just taste so bland and just, like I can see why people are not cake people because they haven't
totally.
tasted good cake before.
Oh my God, absolutely. Oh, now I'm gonna have to find something near me and try that. Sounds so good.
Yes, find a bakery and order like some kind of like fancy cake with different layers and different flavors, and yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's a game changer.
Oh, I love that. Okay, next question. What song do you need to hear at a wedding?
Uh, I don't have any specific song, but I would do anything Michael Bublé.
Oh, cute. I love him.
Yeah, I think he is like a classic for wedding, like love songs. So any of his songs.
Love it. Okay, Buble, we got it. And then our last question is, if you could impart any advice to a couple who's getting married, what would you tell them?
I would say hire the wedding choreographer, hire like a wedding planner. If budget doesn't allow to hire a wedding planner for the gist of your like the duration of your wedding planner, at least hire like a choreographer for the day of the wedding. Because issues might arise on your wedding day, or something isn't happening the way it's supposed to be happening, and as the bride you don't want to be dealing with those problems yourself. You don't
Right.
want your vendors calling you and saying, hey, your cake fell over, or hey, like so and so is late, or something else happened, or the limo driver popped a tire and can't come to the venue on time. Like your wedding planner, or even just like the person who's just like coordinating the day, um, they will get to deal with those kind of problems. So as a bride, you get to experience your wedding um, in its full glory without having to deal with all those problems.
Absolutely. It's such a good tip. And not only do you not want to be the person who's handling that, but you don't want your mom, your sister, your aunt, your best friend. Like you want those people present with you and you want to be present. So
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
very good advice. Well, Alona, that is
Yeah.
it. And I want to let everyone know where they can find the motion books, if you could let them know.
Yes, so you could find video books. You can find our motion books at our website at themotionbooks.com, or you could find us on TikTok, where our handle is just at the motion books, and same with Instagram. So you can find direct links in our bios there. You could shop us on TikTok Shop. You could shop us directly on our website, and yeah, we'd love to have you guys visit our website, visit our social medias. On Instagram, we do a monthly giveaway every single month. So just for people who are engaging with our posts, just like liking, commenting, just engaging with our stories, we randomly choose a winner every single month for a free video book. So that's something that the listeners can be possibly interested in if they wanted to get their chance at winning a free one.
Yeah, absolutely. They make it so easy. The motion books, it's such a seamless process. Mine came in beautiful packaging and it's a beautiful book. So definitely check it out below. And Illona, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for listening to the episode today. Please like, review, rate, subscribe, follow, whatever the things are. It's really, really helpful. If you do support us, there's something in it for you too. You'll have the opportunity to win a free prenup bridal prep planner. We give one away every month. I have the directions on how to do that below, so make sure you check that out. Thank you again for listening. Happy planning. See you next Wednesday.